My name is Joe Nunez Mino and I'm the Director of Communications and Fundraising at the Bat Conservation Trust. I think people think I'm out asking for money, and a lot of people think, oh, you're doing interviews all the time. It's not just about asking for money, but about asking for partnerships. It can also be things like I'm looking at something at the moment for the Forestry Commission, and they're doing an article about bats in woodland across the UK. So I'm trying to look up some nice photos for them to be able to use that. So it's about, again, working collaboratively with any organisation that is doing their bit for bat conservation. My work involves a lot of different things, and it's very difficult to predict from day to day. So, you know, I could be doing a bat walk in Battersea Park, which is just next door to our office. Sometimes I'm dealing with negative media. There's also a lot of admin sometimes. You know, budgets need to be drawn out and checked. Bids need to be written. So that's sort of a snapshot of the sort of things that can happen. I've always had a passion for nature. I did some sort of traditional education route into this sector. So yeah, I did an undergraduate in environmental science, and then I went on to do a master's. But actually there was a gap of about 12, 15 years between those two moments. To be honest, wildlife conservation is not somewhere where you can make lots of money. I was charmed by money for a little while and went into the private sector, and I enjoyed it, and I continued doing the wildlife conservation on the side, as a volunteer, but I also gained skills in my day-to-day job. Eventually I realised that my passion was in wildlife conservation. Then I did my master's degree. I actually did 2 master's degrees, but that's just because I love studying. And then I went on to do a PhD as well. I think most people don't consider a career in communications when you're thinking about wildlife conservation, but actually it's really vital. Don't throw away or don't reject the skills that you've gained from doing other stuff. They're all useful within the wildlife conservation sector. I started in this role 10 years ago, and a lot has changed since. We've seen an overall massive increase in the number of media outlets that want our time, but also a lot more social media stuff as well. I think it's quite difficult to plan ahead in a specific linear way. That's not the way that my career has developed. My career has primarily developed by going for opportunities when they come up, seeing whether I enjoy that role, and then sticking to that role and developing it further. Don't be scared to try something new. Don't be scared to apply for a job that you may not quite be right for, but you're really interested in. Just go for it. 3 recommendations would be: don't forget people when you're thinking about wildlife conservation. 2, be patient, think long term. And 3 is look after yourself.